and welcome back to the Music Theory Challenge, where every day we're learning something new about music theory. Now grab your notebook or binder or the PDF down below that I've made for this challenge. Yesterday we learned a few things, or in the previous video if you're binge watching, we learned a few things. Let's review them now because we're gonna need them. Okay, so draw a staff for me. 5 lines, right? 5 parallel lines, 5 lines that don't touch. Draw a treble clef for me. Make sure it loops around that second line. Perfect. And I let you know that any note that's intersected or that is sitting on top of this, that's being cut through by that second line, make sure you're drawing it where the line cuts it in half. That's a G, okay? Now, let's go back to day 1's lesson. What was the musical alphabet? We went over that in day 1. And we can start on A just to keep things simple. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Keep going. A, B, C, D, E, F. And as much as can fit on your paper. Okay, perfect. This is a G, right? I'm going to put it right under. Super careful. Be super careful. Look up, look up, look up. I'm going to draw a note on the space right above the G. And notice that note is in between the lines. It's in between. It's on the space. Say it with me, space. What's next on the musical alphabet after G? What's next? What's the next note? A? Well, guess what? That's an A. G and A. I'm going to draw the G closer here. G and A. Okay? Look up, look up. On the line now. We've gone line, space. Now we're going to line. What's next after A in our musical alphabet? B. This is a B. I'm gonna stop here, or should we do one more? Let's do one more so we keep it even. Go to the next space. Next space. What comes after B in the musical alphabet? C. So, if you know your musical alphabet, and you know that the treble clef is also the G clef, meaning the line that it's on or that you start on is G, you can work your way up the musical alphabet. Now today we're just going to learn 4 notes. In the next class we're going to learn many more. But I just wanted to get us familiar with some of the lines and spaces, or notes on the lines and the spaces. So I'm going to get this close by here so you can take a screenshot. Now, if I were to quiz you on this, I would be so strict. Let me show you how to do it wrong. This would be wrong, okay? I would be so strict in grading a quiz right now to make sure that you're drawing the notes correctly. So let's say that I gave you a quiz. It's the worst treble clef I've ever drawn. And I said, draw a G, and you drew something this big for me. That for me would be a no, because it's touching so many lines and spaces that it's not right. Also, if you drew the G on top of the line like this, that is also wrong, because I could interpret that as an A. So the correct way to draw these notes, actually even better if you just, let me change my marker here because it's not cooperating. If you drew something across the line like that, for me that's better. If you then fill it in as a little circle, amazing. I want you to think about these lines as being a knife that cuts the tomato in half. And then for the notes on the spaces, I would love it to be in the middle of the space like that. Just kind of floating in space is fine. Try not to make them super tiny like this. You really wouldn't see that in music notation. You would see a nice full note head. So I do not want these big ones, and I do not want these little periods. I would like for your note heads to be nice, big, full, and exactly where they need to be so that anybody reading your music would know exactly what note that is. Come back for the next video where we're gonna learn many more notes and we're gonna get better at reading music notation. I'll see you there. Ciao!